Can you take me higher? Shout out to Creed. What up?
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Hey! It's time for Tbwz widescreen radio. If this is your first time, welcome to the show. If not, get out of here. Oh, that was... Let's try it again. Welcome to Tbwz. This might be the greatest sports radio show ever to be live on the internet, and you're listening to it right now. Hey! Here we are. What up? Yo! What an unbelievable day. What an unbelievable time in sports, in media, in the business, as I post on my Instagram story.com. Made sure to look good for the gram. Shout out to all the ladies that are watching on the gram. Shout out to all the hoes on the gram. That was inappropriate. Dude, there's some women on Instagram, you're just like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? You're like, come on now. What are we doing? You need to figure out something else to do with your life. Can't just be on Instagram. You gotta be somewhere else. You gotta put that thing away. If you guys know what I'm talking about, say, what up? I know what you're talking about, Veenie. Also, we were playing Creed on the way in. Shout out to Creed, the band. Hey, Jen. Shout out to the band Creed. Does anybody know why I was playing the song or the band Creed? First person to guess why I played Creed wins and gets to decide what color shirt I wear tomorrow, Wednesday. Whoever guesses why I played Creed in celebration of what? Whoever guesses it right gets to decide what color shirt I wear on Wednesday. And if I don't have that color shirt, I'll go to Target and I'll buy it. I'll buy it, then I'll sell it, then I'll buy it, and I'll sell it. It also, no, unruly, no. Close. AEC, what up? We're going to be talking about the U.S., of course, dude. Of course, AE. But also, it has to, the reason I play the movie is also similar to the reason why I play the Creed, whatever. That might be a little bit too much. That might be a little bit too much. Callow is in here. Miami going all the way. Yeah, just like this. Yeah, they're going all the way just like this. Yeah, they're going all the way just like this.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Breaking news.
Breaking news on the front of Tbwz. I got banned from TikTok Live. I got banned from TikTok Live until 4:16 p.m. Pacific time, so approximately 2 hours and 13 minutes from now, I can go live on TikTok. Ask me why. Hurry up. Hurry up! Somebody ask me why this happened to me and why I got banned from TikTok Live. The U.S. is beating the DR. They did. Why? Why, MK6? Why Oreo? Why XD? Why AEC? Bribery. Can you imagine? Bribery? Fraud? Potential scam alerts. It was not because I said retard. If it was like just straight up like, hey, bro, you got banned because you said retarded, I'd be like this. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I understand it. It is China, after all. I got banned for bribery, fraud, and potential scams. What up? What does that even mean? I don't even know what I said. When you get banned, because I've been banned so many times off TikTok Live, I know exactly what's going on at this point now. When you get banned, the first thing that pops up is like this appeal thing, and it tells you like broke community guidelines. And then if they have evidence, they'll give you a clip of the portion of the live that they're referring to in that whole thing. Trying to do 7 different things at once, forgot to do the biggest thing of all. Go on Twitch. The clip wouldn't play. It would load to 99% and then go, and then would go away. And I'm like, what is happening? Where are we? What did I do wrong? So I am banned off TikTok Live for the next 2 hours and 12 minutes for bribery, fraud, and scams. I don't even know what I did. I bet you it's the guy with the take a wish thingy. Maybe. Maybe not. MK6, what up? They're trying to silence Zac. Maybe it's the Holocaust guy. That guy went, dude, the Holocaust kid went viral on Instagram. Shout out to that kid. Shout out to XD1 for being in here. Shout out for Oreo the cat. Unruly's in here. Jen is in here. AE Corona 10 is in here. Qualo is in here. My guys are MK6 is in here. Unbelievable showing for the beginning of the show. Today is Monday, March 16th, 2026. You're listening to Tbwz Widescreen Radio. This weekend, I was going to do something this Saturday, but I ended up taking my grandma out to lunch. If you have a grandma and she's in your area, take her out to lunch ASAP. Take her to Ruby's. Shooby-dooby down to Ruby's where the food is great. Does anybody still go to Ruby's? When I was younger, Ruby's was like, yo, we're going to Ruby's today? Oh, we're going to go to South Coast Plaza right now? You're going to let me walk around the Container Store and buy a pencil holder? Really? We're going to hit Nordstrom Rack, DSW, and the Van store? We're going to roll right through South Coast Plaza, and then we're going to end at the top at the Tippity Wop Wop at the Crystal Cove, and we're going to hit Ruby's after? Come on now. For me, being younger, hitting Ruby's, going to the end of the pier, rocking and rolling on a cheeseburger or French fries and a chicken finger. What am I talking about? They had a milkshake there. They had a Butterfinger milkshake that made me finger my butter. It was unbelievable. It's so good. But who goes to Ruby's anymore? Is anybody out here going to Ruby's? Shout out to you if you are. I have one friend. He's actually in the chat all the time. Laser Rat is in here going to movies. Has anybody guessed why I played Creed yet? Has anybody guessed why I played Creed yet? Think about me. Think about who I am. Think about me as a person. Think about my interests and my ideas and what I like. And that will help. Everything about the Holocaust does numbers on Instagram. All right, MK. So here I am thinking that I generated a good clip off my skills and talents. And then you're like, nah, it was the algorithm. Actually, just kidding. That 12-year-old kid who's not going to get a job anymore, he's not going to be a good employee anywhere in his life. He's the one who did it. He's the one who beasted up on that clip. Today we have a lot of things to talk about. Boom. The reaction wheel. Come on now. I want to talk about NBA expansion. I want to talk about the World Baseball Classic. Team USA beating the Dominican Republic. Shout out to us. Shout out to America. Shout out to everything in between it. I feel bad for all the places that didn't have a team. All the countries that didn't have a team. But shout out to America for beating the Dominican Republic. And they did it without the bats. They did it only scoring 2 runs. Shout out to Paul Skeens. Shout out to Garrett Whitlock. Shout out to Mason Miller on the bump there. Shout out to all the pitchers that pitch for you, Team USA. Shout out to America. I want to talk about the Lakers, baby. Come on now. Why would I not talk about the Lakers? They might be the best team in basketball. I'm close to convincing myself that the Lakers are the best team in basketball and they could win the finals. What I want to talk about with the Lakers, though, specifically, they're going on a 6-game road trip that is going to determine just how high I am on the Lakers entering the postseason. I'm letting you know right now. I just wanted to fair warn you guys. I'm gonna go full screen for this fair warning. If the Lakers win 4 of the next 6 games on the road, I'm gonna pick them as my pick to win the championship. That's how dumb and delusional I am right now. If they win 4 of the next 6 games on the road, I am picking them to win the finals. To hoist the Larry O'Brien. Luka Doncic is averaging 38 points a game over the past 7 games. And he's in the middle of a nasty divorce. That's on the wheel. Shout out to me. Transition. Luka divorce. There's nothing, you know what I mean? A lot of people want to talk about the buckets that he put up and the game winner, the game that he had, and the 33 and the 15 and the 12. I want to talk about this brother getting a divorce. Someone today told me that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best. I don't know why I put a Z in his last name. That SGA is the best player in the NBA. SGA is probably going to be the MVP and probably deserves to be the MVP. And I am all for him being the MVP of the league this season. But is he the best player in the league? Xinjiang Bongji. Absolutely not, brother. Xinjiang Hangji. That's not in my key. I'm going to try to get it. And then Zac's bracket. I don't know if you guys want to do this today. I think we're going to try something a little bit different today, personally. Let me know what you guys think. I was personally going to do my bracket on Wednesday. Since the tournament starts Thursday, I thought my bracket would be good for Wednesday to run us into the whole shebang, the dance. My thought was, though, if we're not going live till 4:16 in 2 hours and 6 minutes on TikTok, do I just roll 2 hours? If I'm going to roll 2 hours straight without going live on the socials, then I could do my bracket, and that would take up a big chunk of time. Or I could try Instagram Live. I'm not convinced yet. I kind of want to try IG Live. So we're going to do the first hour of the show as we usually do. I'm going to take my 5-minute break at the bottom of the hour. At the top of the hour, at the 3 p.m. mark, Pacific time, we'll be going live on Instagram, which is a whole new batch of people. I want to let you guys know something real fast. In my head, I thought that the most cooked people in the world were going to be like the YouTube comments, the Facebook people, and like the TikTok people. In my head, I thought IG was going to be the most normal people ever. Brother, I get more hate on Instagram than anywhere else. Maybe because it's my biggest platform, but also those people are nasty, nasty, horrible people. Awful, awful, awful bad. So I'm hoping that if I go live on Instagram, the callers are going to be so awful. Facebook Live, XD, there it is. That's the answer. Facebook Live would be hilarious. Why don't we just broadcast straight to Fox News? Why? I have an idea. Why don't we just broadcast on ESPN? What up, Moshi? Lakers might win because Luka gonna need a ring back. Oh! Moshi, if you were in the so what I do when there's a funny joke said in the chat on Twitch, I pin it to the top. Yeah, XD1, you're pinned. I pin the chat to the top so everyone knows, like, oh, that guy is Zinger. Moshi, Lakers might win because Luka gonna need a ring back. That is, brother, that is the chat of the day. It's gonna be hard to pass that one up. So shout out to you, Moshi. If there's a YouTube mod in here, if you want to, Moshi, actually, do you want to be our YouTube mod? There you go. You just got promoted. Congratulations, brother. You just got promoted to YouTube mod.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got a mod. This show starts the same way every single day. And if you know what the Creed thing is or why I played Creed, remember, winner gets to pick my shirt color tomorrow, the biggest prize Tbwz has ever done. If you know why I played Creed on the way in, chat me, hit me hard. But you're going to also get a hint when I do the movie of the day. Today's show starts the same way every single day. It starts with today's verse of the day, which comes to you from Colossians, chapter 3, verses 12 is where I'm going to focus here for today. Since God chose you, man, brother, how many times do I have to say it? Man, brother, how many times do I? Yeah, Colossians 3. How many times do I have to say it? Chosen, chosen, chosen. God chose you. Man, that's crazy. Since God chose you to be the holy people he loves, you must clothe yourselves with tenderhearted mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Can we do that this week? Can we be merciful to someone who has wronged us? Can we be kind to someone who doesn't deserve it? Can we be humble in the face of the unhumility people? Jeez, holy crap. Oh my gosh, worst sentence of all time. Holy crap, Veenie. Can we be gentle to the aggressors, and can we be patient with the people in our life who are frustrating? Make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Can we do that? Do we know someone who's wronged us? Can we forgive them? Remember, the Lord forgave you. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. So you must forgive others. Above all, clothe yourselves with love. Love, love, love. Mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, patience, love, forgiving others. Be merciful and always, 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 always be thankful. Love you guys. We also have the movie of the day. Today's movie of the day. Oh no! Ah! There will be blood! No, I'm just, you're good, Moshi. But you're dead to me, but you're good. No, you're good, but you're dead to me. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Shout out to Paul Thomas Anderson. Shout out to PTA. Last night he won his very, very first Oscar. And One Battle After Another, my favorite movie of the year. If you've been around this show for a while, you've heard me talk about One Battle After Another for a while now. Shout out, Breaking news. The winner of the 2026 Best Picture of the Year is One Battle After Another, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, featuring Chase Infiniti, who stole the show. Fellas, we usually don't do a lot of voyeurism on this show. Usually. But sometimes, every once in a while, as guys who love chicks, we got to just appreciate what women can be. There is a certain level of admiration that I have for just the woman, for the woman in general. There's like something crazy about like just everything about the woman. And that's biological. That ain't me. That's my blood and my guts. That's my bio. It's my Bahama. That's not me in my head being like, I want to be super into chicks. That's like your biology. And some guys' biology is super into guys. That's whatever. Do your thing. Not saying it's bad or wrong. Do your thing, brother. I have a obsession, not obsession. I think women are the coolest. Like women are. What am I doing? Women are awesome. Women are hot. Women are so hot. And Chase Infiniti might be the hottest of all time. I mean, come on now. Stunned at the Oscars. Chase Infiniti did. She was the star of One Battle After Another. She absolutely killed it on the screen, getting a nomination, and also killed it on the red carpet. Well. And she's so silly and funny.
I wanted to ask, when did you first see Titanic? You obviously didn't see it in a movie theater because you weren't born when Titanic came out.
I saw it last year when I was filming.
We were talking about the band.
You didn't see it during One Battle.
No, I didn't.
So you didn't.
She's so funny and cool, and I love her so much, and she would be a great wife to me. I think she would enjoy hanging out with me. I think she would enjoy spending time with me. I don't know. She's 25. She's perfect for me. She's centimeters tall. Oh my gosh, this is wait, what is this weird? Chase Infiniti has been selected as the most beautiful and attractive active woman living in the world. By who? Translated from Turkish? What? Brother, who is this guy? He's talking about her foot size and her skin color? What? What a weird Turkish guy. Who is this? Follow. Shout out to Chase Infiniti. Michael B. Jordan won an Oscar and he's Creed. Unruly, shout out to you, brother. You are the winner of the challenge that we just did today. The reason I played Creed on the way in is because Michael B. Jordan, shout out to that man, the winner of the best actor in the world. Michael B. Jordan 2026 for Sinners. Sinners was a great film, awesome movie. It was a fun time at the movies. If you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. If for whatever reason your parents are like mine and just refuse to watch it then tell them it's really good and it's entertaining and they'll have a good time watching it. And Michael B. Jordan just won Best Actor of the Year because of how good both his performances were in the movie. Yes, he does play twins in the film. Shout out to him. Was I pulling for Timothée Chalamet? Yeah, come on now. I was pulling for Timmy hard. Pause. I'm a huge Timothée Chalamet fan. I ain't afraid to admit it. Paprika? I love the brother. I look up to him in so many ways. He, for years now, has been trying so hard to be the man, and guess what? He's doing it right before your eyes. I just appreciate anybody that tries. All the people who are like, yo, I don't like all the Timothée Chalamet, him like he's everywhere, he's arrogant, he's pretentious, he's this. Shut up. He's trying to be everywhere. He's trying to do that. So, in order to win the Oscar, you have to kind of put yourself out there and do a bunch of press stuff and put your name in the limelight and be well known. You have to do that to win best actor. And that's what Timothée Chalamet did with this whole press run with Marty Supreme. And then he did it and everyone's like, I don't like this guy. Which one is it? Do you want him to try hard or do you want him to not try? Because I hate when people don't try. I hate people that are sitting around like, nah, trying's not for me. Trying's lame, dude. They were cooking him at the Oscars. They were. They absolutely were. Oh no, XD. Oh no. I saw Creed and thought about One Last Breath. Guys, I don't even know if I like Creed. I know. I'm an Oasis fan. I love Pink Floyd too. Drop your favorite Pink Floyd song in the chat while I get this thing ready to rat. Boom. Phone call alert. Phone call alert. Brother, what is up? I know who you are, but let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
Well, Andres, A. Corona 10, calling from Panama City, Panama. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Andres, how are you doing today, bro? I'm just having a great day. I watched the Oscars last night. I watched some of the basketball going on during the day. We have the March Madness bracket coming out. It just feels like a good time to be alive, Andres.
Yeah, just a little disappointed with the call, like the last couple of calls in the baseball classic. Have been following the tournament since the beginning.
Yeah.
My country was in it. We had so many close games, whatnot. But I think they did them dirty to the Dominicans. We know that money always wants the U.S. in the final. Nobody knows that that's not right, but
it's true.
Come on.
Yeah, so now we have
extra innings. We could have just,
My thing is, and I'm totally with you, that last call on Geraldo Perdomo was low. It was low. It was not a strike. And there was a call earlier on Juan Soto that also was not a strike. My only thing on Dress is like this team only scored 1 run. They had like 7 hits. Like they need to put more runs on the board and not have it come down to a call by the umpire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the other thing. The game, I was expecting a lot more runs from both teams.
Yeah.
Like, defense showed up for both of them.
Yeah.
And I guess that was also part of it, but I don't know. Being rigged sometimes, sports are sports.
Yeah.
It happens in soccer a lot. The only other thing is, why were the umpires not from, maybe Puerto Rico is close enough to the U.S., but Colombia, Panama, something else? Soccer in FIFA, they don't allow the umpires to be from the same, or the refs to be from the same country.
I didn't know that. I did not know that the home refs could not be from the country. Very interesting. I think I'm with you. I think the refs maybe should have been from all over the place, and we could have gotten some. There's good refs in the Dominican Republic. Ultimately, one of the reasons I love baseball,
maybe Cuban or Puerto Rico, something that was neutral, basically.
Something that was neutral. I'm with you. I think baseball is always going to have that factor of it, of like bad calls, of a referee occasionally making a bad call, and it's part of the game. But ultimately, like they should have been swinging the bats, and they should have scored more runs. And it's kind of on them, I think, because they didn't put up any sort of action throughout the game. But ultimately, the pitching was just so good for Team USA.
For both of them, yeah. Well, yeah, Dominican had some.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes I got difficult, but yeah, I'm like. Well, glad for the U.S. I'm just going to close it out real quick. And let's see how it goes tonight. And hopefully the final is not... Hopefully we don't have a questionable call in the final. Let's just leave it at that.
I'm with you. And there's going to be no Paul Skeens on that game. So it looks like Venezuela and Italy play tonight. I'm going to lean towards Italy. Aaron Nola's on the bump for them, and he's an awesome pitcher. I would lean towards Italy. They also haven't lost a game yet in the World Baseball Classic. I know Venezuela has a great lineup, but Italy does as well. They got a bunch of players, a bunch of ballers, and they're very hot right now. So Italy versus USA. I think that's what we're going to get in the finals.
Well, I'm just to keep it interesting, I'm just going to go with Venezuela since, they beat Japan, the whole favorite since the beginning. So we'll talk about it, Wednesday?
Well, Andres, let's call in Wednesday and talk about it, and then we can also talk about it Friday if we don't finish the game up. But Andres, brother, thank you for calling in and getting the show started.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Talk to you soon, bro.
Bye.
Bye. Even Bullet Slinger said, umps mess up every game. We cannot say they won because of 2 questionable calls. I'm with you on that. My one thing about the game, it was a bad call. It was a really, really bad call. And Andres does make a point. In FIFA, they don't let the host country have... The refs are not from the host country. But I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that the best umpires in the world are USA umpires. So would we rather limit controversy and have non-USA people? I've already just determined it. I'm not going to be good at talking today. Oh, no. Unruly tweeted the shirt at me. What does this mean? Is it in my noties? Oh, gosh. Is it purchasable? I can't even make this, but if I could. Dude, This is the best shirt of all time, by the way. This is going to be our first merch drop. Guys, we're going to drop some merch at some point this year. Maybe around, thank you for calling in, Andres. You're the man. We're going to drop some merch at some point this year, and I think we're going to lean towards the all salami is sausage, but not all sausage is salami shirt. And then underneath, we'll just add like a little quote, like a little dash right here, then it says Veenie. Or should it say ZCA? I think it'll say ZCA. So then it's kind of two inside jokes all at once. And of course, we're gonna get it on the salami print. That mom's spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy salami print. Shout out to Unruly for making this shirt design. Thank you for Sam Altman and Chad GPT for helping us out too along the way. If you go on Amazon though, and you go on Amazon Prime, Unruly, and you get an actual shirt that I can purchase on Amazon Prime, let's do that. Because then I can buy it and sell it, and then buy it and then I'll buy it and then auction it off. One day we'll do a fat auction. I just want to look at Chase Infiniti one more time. I hope that's not weird for Mom if you're listening, Jen if you're listening. I hope this isn't weird, but here's the thing. I'm slowly realizing I'm a total catch. I'm the total package. Look at me. I'm the total package, baby. I am nice. I'm kind. I love Jesus. What else do you want? I think I would make her happy. I'd make her like that. I would make her smile just like that. I would make her smile. I'd make her happy. I'd make her food. I'm a good cook. I'd be watching sports. If she was like, hey, no sports today, we're going to go on a walk and a hike, I'd say, yeah, let's do it. No, I'd be like this. Hey, shut up! I try to decide what we do. I don't even know what to... It feels like I'm not. There's something I should be doing right now, and I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm too locked in on her. First of all, if you guys want to know how real of a guy I am, I was first enamored by her because of her performance on the screen, not because of the way she looked. Okay? I didn't even know she looked this hot, because in the movie, she's not like wearing the makeup and stuff. Like she's very, very muted and like mellow and chill and like hair up in a pony and like minimal makeup. She's like sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. And I'm like, that's when she's the prettiest. I hope that she doesn't take it wrong. But she's actually not. She's way hotter when she's dolled up to a T. This is a sports show, by the way. Oh gosh. Unruly's now dropping links. Can you buy my shirt? I love Chase Infiniti so much. She's so talented. All right, this is it. Best weenie ever. What color? Oh, green? Ew. I look so bad in green. I look horrible in green. I look horrible in red, too. Dude, this could be my Lakers shirt. I need to get a purple one and get a men's big and tall. Oh, yeah, I'm big and tall. I mean, a men's large. Best weenie ever. Let me know what color to get, Unruly, and I'll buy it. Then I'll sell it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Going on Amazon, broadcasting live to 11 people. Dangerous game. I want to start the show, fellas. I know we have the Wheel of Names and the Wheel of Topics awards today. That was a break. I know we have the Wheel of Topics, including NBA expansion, the World Baseball Classic, the Lakers, best players in the NBA, the Luka getting divorced, and then my bracket. I'm going to take that off right now. Ah! What are we doing? No, I did not mean to spin it. Best player in the NBA, that'll be the first thing we talk about. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, yeah, here I was. Here I was. Oh, oops, I forgot this. My dad the other day was like, I never heard you yell that loud on the show. And I was like, oh, what was I yelling about? Because, dude, I'm telling you, the show ends and I just like forget what happened. I walk out of a room like this. What I want, you've got, but it might be hard. You know, then I'm like this. Oh, I have so much work to do. My dad was like, what were you yelling about? I was like, I don't know what part. And he's like, I couldn't even understand it. It was gibberish. And I realized it was me doing my Japanese like fight scene in a movie. I wanted to start the show very, very plain and simply with a poem. I want to start the show. Just kidding. March Madness is here, brother. Congratulations, you made it. From the Super Bowl till March Madness starts is like one of the toughest stretches as a sports fan. Luckily, during this stretch this year, 2026, thank you, Jesus, we had the Olympics and we had the World Baseball Classic to kind of get us over there. But now all the woes are disappearing as we flow straight into March Madness. From March Madness, it's a pretty smooth sailing into the NBA playoffs, into the NHL playoffs, into the finals, into the Stanley Cup, and then boom, boom, it's summertime. I'm walking on sunshine. We're rolling, dude, but March is here. And we had Tbwz. Shout out to you, Unruly. You were the man. And NFL free agency. Yeah. Paprika. This year in March Madness, I am so overjoyed to watch the product on the court because I do believe, and I'm not saying this because I'm an optimist. I'm not saying this because I just like a good time. Oh, you know that Veenie? He loves a good time. Talking about me like I'm a loose one. Okay. NIL has completely leveled the playing field. This is now year 3 of NIL, right? Am I year 3 or 4? Year 3 or 4 of NIL? It has completely leveled the playing field to where the top line, the blue bloods, the top of the NCAA find themselves much closer to the 30th best team. Whereas 3 years ago, the 30th best team, and I don't know why I'm choosing 30th because that's a hard word to say. The 30th best team was not even close to the top. This year, sandwich, baby. All of the teams that are up at the top, in the top 25, if you will, of NCAA that are in the tournament, the gap between 1 and 25 is smaller than it's ever been. There is such a congested amount of talent in the top because of NIL and what it's done. And the ability to sign players that wouldn't normally sign with your team. To bring guys in that would automatically just say yes to Duke because it's Duke. That kid's going to Nebraska now because guess what? They offered him $150. They offered him $1 million, a Louis duffel bag. And he said, yeah, I'll take it. I think we're going to get a ton of upsets for that reason in March Madness this year. Kansas State isn't. Whoa. I thought K-State made it. Am I tripping? I don't know. I actually need to look at the bracket. We're going to do that in just a second. We saw it in football this year. We saw it in football where the 10 seed Miami went to the Natty and Indiana built a program overnight. NIL has allowed every program in America with a checkbook to compete for national championships. Do you know why the NBA players make so much more than NFL players? I'm sorry. It's a lot easier for these teams in college basketball to build great programs overnight than it is in football because there's only like 15 guys on the roster. The reason NBA players make so much more than NFL players is not because the league generates more money. It's because in the NFL they have to pay 53 guys to set up a team. In the NBA they only have to pay 15. And they have the same basic salary cap numbers. It's a lot easier to build a basketball program overnight with NIL in college sports than it is football because you're paying so many less players. This is season 3 for NIL in college hoops. And we're seeing players make multi-million dollars playing for schools and programs where every player is making 6 figures. Not everyone can afford to do this, obviously. There are some teams out there that cannot afford to do this, some schools that just aren't willing to put money into the programs. But there's a lot more that can than you would think. The top line teams, the top of the top, your Dukes, your North Carolinas, your Virginias, Bama, Michigan. I'll put them in there. They've all been brought down a rung on the ladder and much closer to the guys in that 20 to 25 range because all of those teams below them have taken a step up. We now have a league on our hands, which is essentially a formula revolving around players getting a bag, playing a year, and then transferring or going to the draft. Nobody truly has any idea of what to make of this. That's why if you hear any expert telling you who to take and tell them to shove it. Don't listen to a single expert. Don't listen to experts at anything, Paprika. Experts are overrated. Be your own expert. Someone tells you who to pick in March Madness in your bracket, tell that person to buzz right off. Pick off vibes this year. I'm going all vibes on my bracket this year. I'm not doing any of the expert stuff. I'm not watching anyone on TikTok. I'm not watching any YouTube videos. I couldn't care what Joe Lenardi has to say. Or Jay Billis. Get out of here. I don't care. Peter Schrager was like, I'm going to be announcing my bracket tomorrow on Get Up. Holy crap, I don't care. Really, Schrags? The fact that they used Peter Schrager to replace Greeny when Greeny's off on Get Up and not me is crazy. Troy is beating Nebraska. Blorp, what up, Blorp? UMBC is undefeated against one seeds in the NCAA tournament. That is very true. A few years ago, UMBC did beat Virginia in what was that 2016? Did I say a few years? That was 10 years ago. Was that 10 years ago? Am I tripping sauce right now? Are my socks on my hands right now and I'm walking on the wall? Am I using like tube socks as gloves right now? Am I absolutely in the loony bin? 2018. Wow, 8 years ago. Feels like it was just yesterday. Don't say that. This year is going to be very, very different in the NCAA tournament. I think we're going to get a lot of upsets personally. And where can I see some upsets? I just said don't listen to any experts. Brother, I ain't no expert, okay? I ain't no expert. So listen to Veenie. Here's the whole thing that you need to understand. Don't listen to anybody that calls themselves an expert. Only listen to guys that confirm that they're idiots, like me, like Veenie, okay? Listen to me. I know what I'm doing. I know ball. Just kidding. I haven't watched a single college basketball game this year. I've watched 7 college basketball games this season. I've watched 7. I've probably watched 75 NBA games. Well, I've watched every Laker game except for 2. So I've watched 150 NBA games and I haven't watched a single NCAA game because in my head, when I was getting ready for the show, when it was football season, I was like, I need to make sure I watch a lot of NBA so when football ends, I'm up on NBA, and it worked. But how quickly the world transitions to college basketball and how quickly I'm left in the dust. Last time Maryland didn't make it too, so I decided to support UMBC and freaked when they won. Yeah, dude, Blorp is a little freak, bro. Blorp out here being freaky, yeah. Duke, Siena. Duke's a good team. Take them. Siena, Ohio State, TCU. This is a vibes play, brother. This is a vibes play. Literally, let me know. Are you feeling red or are you feeling purple? Are you feeling like a Buckeye or a Horned Frog? It's clear and obvious to me. Purple and Horned Frog are both better than a Buckeye and red. So we're going TCU in this game, most likely. I don't know why. St. John's, good team, but also kind of mid. Probably might lose to Northern Iowa. Dude, I don't know what. Okay, vibes play. I'm probably taking Northern Iowa. Kansas plays Cal Baptist. Go California, but Kansas is very good. Louisville plays South Florida. Give me Louisville, maybe. I don't know. Michigan State plays North Dakota. UCLA plays UCF. UConn and Furman are going at it. Heck yeah. Look at all these games. Clemson, Iowa. This is a vibes play. Imagine this is a football game and then make your pick. First thing you should do when you take Clemson, Iowa, imagine this is a football game and then make your pick. Same with Nebraska and Troy. North Carolina plays VCU. Don't care. Illinois plays Penn. Penn won the Ivy League on a buzzer beater. It was awesome. Shout out to Penn. I might take them. Because Illinois, I don't know. St. Mary's, my brother almost went there, so I might take St. Mary's in this game. Plus Texas A&M does sus things. Look at this sus. Oh my gosh. Look at this sus crap that Texas. Oh my gosh. Grok, get out of here. Look at this sus stuff that. Oh, I mean, this is Texas A&M baseball. Double hand to butt and then a pump. This is just straight up homosexual behavior. How bad did this guy just get shelled? Bro, look at the homie in the bottom of the screen. This guy just got absolutely shelled. Northern Iowa winning on a full court buzzer beater. Blorp, you called it first. This homie just got absolutely shelled in this game. And then this dude who definitely doesn't play decided, let me go sexually assault my teammate. Double smack, pump. Also, 46 is at fault here too. Bro, this is the only guy that realized, like, what is happening? This guy said pause. This guy is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I gave up a double. Did you guys see the Rizzler at AEW? Because I did. No way, hit him with the Riz face. No! Yeah, get him, Rizzler! Yo! I'm like this person. That's horrible. No way! Boom! Boom! That was a huge boom from Big Justice, dude. Shout out to Big Justice. I don't care about any of this. Dude, I can just pick my bracket in 5 seconds. Should I just do it in 5 minutes? Or should I wait till Wednesday and put actual thought into it? Thought or 5 minutes? Thought or 5 minutes? THOUGHT or 5 minutes? Let me know. Wednesday or now? Let's say Wednesday or now in the chat if you guys want me to do it now or if you want me to wait till Wednesday. I did actually write a poem about LeBron James. Now? Okay, I did one. Now? Yo, sorry I'm late. Kraus, you're good, dog. You're good. We're just chit-chatting, having a good time. Absolutely rolling with it. Oreo says, do my bracket right now live in 5 minutes or less, or wait until Wednesday and put some actual thought into it. The idea of just letting it rip and doing it in 5 minutes and having I could set a timer for 5 minutes and do my bracket in 5. That'd be funny. Deem jam jam dee. We hate thought around here. How long ago did you start? 42 minutes. I started at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I was watching baseball today or this weekend. And Albert Pujols was playing. Not playing. Gee. It was cool watching Albert Pujols manage the Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic. I miss watching Albert Pujols play. I do. And it made me think a lot about other players that I miss watching play. Like I miss watching Mike Vick play. Conor McGregor fight. I miss watching Jamal Crawford shoot and Big Daddy Vladdy hitting big flies. I miss Shaq, Temu Solani, Garrett Anderson, and Vijay Singh. I miss Rey Mysterio, Drew Brees, D. Wade, and watching Barry Bonds swing. Reggie Bush, Rip Hamilton, Lev Bell, Alfonso Soriano, Noshawn Moreno, Corey Perry, Pudge Rodriguez, Carlos Zambrano. I miss all the great names of sports, and the list can go on and on, but today I am just thankful because I still have LeBron. Boom. Cut to LeBron edit right there. That's the new LeBron, the new LeBron sound. I miss Tim Duncan. No, you don't. Tim Duncan played a horrible, boring game. I'm a Cards fan from St. Louis. Paprika. I'll give it to you right now, XD, if you want to cook that. I'll give it to you right now, XD, if you want to cook that. I sound like such a loser sometimes. Hey, be nice to me. Hey, be nice to Veenie. Yeah, let's do my bracket. I've 17 minutes on the clock. Do you think I can get it done in 17 minutes? Jing jong bong ji, jinga ding a dong. Is it this? No, it's this. All right, XD, I'm uploading it into the footage folder. Dude, the edit of that will be so hard. It'll be so sick. Mizzou all the way. Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's do my bracket. Boing. I miss Prime Klay Thompson. Same. Duke, TCU, St. John's, Kansas, Louisville, North Dakota State, UCF, UConn, Florida, Iowa, Vandy, Nebraska, North Carolina will lose to VCU, and Penn will beat Illinois. St. Mary's, Houston. I don't even know who my winner is yet. Michigan, Georgia, Texas Tech, Bama, Miami, Ohio, SMU, Virginia, Kentucky, Iowa State. Come on. No. Come on. Florida, Vandy, VCU, Houston, Michigan, Bama, Miami, Ohio, SMU, Kentucky, Michigan, Florida, Houston. What happened to Duke? Oh my gosh, there's a whole another side of this thing. Duke, Kansas, Louisville, UCF. I didn't even do this side. Arizona, Utah State, Wisconsin, Arkansas, BYU, Gonzaga, Miami, Purdue. This one is all chalk. All chalk all the way. That's a horrible, horrible, horrible sign. And then let's go Arkansas, Arizona, BYU, Miami. Miami beats BYU, Arizona, Duke here, UCF here. Now Louisville here. Cool. Michigan will win. Houston will win. Houston gets revenge. And then I have the Louisville winning and Arizona winning. I'm going to have Michigan, Houston, and I'm going to pick Houston. How many total points will be scored in the championship game? It's going to be 62-74. It's going to be a 12-point win. No, sorry. 70-68. What is that? 138. Boom. Enter, done. Is there submit? There it is. My championship pick is Houston. My championship is Houston. When is the fantasy baseball draft? Coming up. What is up, brother? You are live on Tbwz Widescreen Radio. Please let the people know your name and where you calling from.
It's me, Kraus.
Yes, my guy Kraus calling in. What up, dog?
I was asking why you didn't pick Mizzou to win.
You're from Missouri, right?
Yeah.
I didn't pick Mizzou to win because I actually have no idea.
Mizzou, we almost beat Bama. We beat Florida.
They did beat.
Yeah,
Mizzou's a good team, dude. I think there's going to be a lot of like weird upsets in this tournament. Although I don't even know if I picked any. You want to know why, Kraus? And I think this is for a lot of people. Paprika, maybe. How often I've done so much research to go into a March Madness tournament, and I've watched games and I've consumed content and I've thought a lot about it and I've looked up stats and KenPom and all these crazy things that don't matter. And then I end up like getting my bracket gets busted on day 2, and I'm like, what am I doing? Why did I spend so much time? So instead of doing that, I'm going off vibes. I'm going off vibes and how I'm feeling and the way that the button clicks, the way that the logos look next to each other, the color matchup that I'm seeing. I'm going straight off vibes and feelings and name and logos. That's what I'm doing this March Madness. That is my strategy. How about you?
I just think Mizzou's going to go all the way. I think the final's going to be Mizzou versus Duke.
Duke versus Mizzou in the finals? You're that high on Mizzou?
Yeah.
Have you been to a game this year? A Missouri game?
No, I've never been to a Mizzou game.
No, never in your life. What would it take to get you out to a Missouri game?
I don't know. I might go to the March Madness one. It's in St. Louis.
It is in St. Louis. You're kind of close by, right?
Yeah.
Also, St. Louis is playing. Oh, I'm taking St. Louis instead of Georgia. I switched that. St. Louis is a good team too, bro.
Yeah, we just had a couple losses this season, but I think we can win.
Dude, they're a really good team. But you're all in on Missouri. You're all in on Mizzou. Can you just give us like a 1-minute rant as to why Missouri is the best team in college basketball?
I mean, I kind of already said it, in my opinion, because we beat Florida, who was, again, last year's champion of March Madness. We beat,
Bama.
Yeah, we've had a couple of losses, but, like, I think...
You beat Bama.
What?
You beat Bama?
No, we beat Florida.
Oh.
Did I say Bama? Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay.
We beat Florida last year's March Madness champion. We almost beat Bama. We lost by a point. Last year we beat Kansas. We still have a lot of those players.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
There's a lot of other reasons in my opinion. I just can't think of them right now.
No, that's okay. I'm totally with you. How was school today?
I didn't go to it.
What were you doing?
Spring break.
I see. Did you do anything for spring break, or you just chilling at the house?
Just chilling at the house.
Just rocking and rolling. What's the last? Do you in your grade? Do you still go on field trips?
No.
What was the last field? What was the last? I know you're in high school, but I don't know if there were still high school field trips because I went on one a little bit. But what was the last field trip you went on?
Well, COVID kind of hit around, so probably I think it might have been 4th grade.
Whoa, 4th grade? That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to let you go.
Kraus, you're the absolute man, bro. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
All right, peace. My guy Kraus calling into the show, getting us rolling, getting us in on the March Madness love and affection in the crowd tonight. I picked Houston. You want to know why? I pick Houston every single year, and every single year they let me down, but guess what? This year is my year. This is the year that they actually make it happen. What is up, brother? You are live on Tbwz Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's Blorp from Baltimore.
Blorp from, what is that? That's Maryland.
Yeah.
What's the abbreviation for Maryland? Is it MY?
MD.
MD. Like a doctor. Like I'm a Baltimore doctor. Call me MD. Blorp, you're calling into the show, dog. How are you feeling about today? How are you feeling about March Madness?
This is my favorite time of year.
It's the
so
best.
Awesome.
Now I'm not much of one anymore. I'm not a gambling man. Are you a gambling man?
Absolutely not.
No. I do remember though, one of the worst times of my life every year when I was gambling was March Madness because I would place like 25 different wagers and I would lose all my money. And it just all goes away really fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a problem now. I mean, I just like watching college basketball. Like one of the first games of the year, there's this like media people that they call themselves Field of 68. They were like live streaming one of the games on YouTube. They got like the rights to it and everything. One of the first games of the season.
Wow.
Like it was a random 2 mid-majors, random schools, but there were like 20,000 people watching, and the entire chat was people saying what they bet on the game.
Yeah. They're saying they're taking the over, they're taking the under, they're taking this team by +4. It's wild. It's taking over. Blorp, as someone who is well versed in the sport of college basketball, can you just drop some knowledge on us for the next couple minutes?
Okay, so I like Troy to upset Nebraska.
Okay.
I watched a couple games early in the season where I noticed like beginning of the season is like kind of irrelevant to most people, but I like to see like that's when you get to see like these mid-majors, these like 14, 15 seeds take on actual big schools. So during that time, Troy was they took on San Diego State, and then they took on UCF, UCF. What's it called?
USF?
No, USC.
Oh, wow.
They took on USC like a few days later. And both games went to overtime. One of them went to triple, and Troy lost on the craziest buzzer beater 3 I've seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And they actually beat San Diego State a few days before that, despite it being sent to overtime on a half-court buzzer beater 3 by San Diego State. Jeez.
So Troy's played some good competition.
Yeah, I mean, both times I saw them play actual good schools, like they took them down to the wire and even beat San Diego State.
Wow. And San Diego State's a team that just missed. I think they were the last 4 out. Last 4 out. So
it's a good school.
It's a good school.
Watch out for the name Cooper Campbell.
Cooper Campbell.
He's
on
Troy? He's on Troy. Yeah.
Okay. Is he a certified white boy?
He is a certified white boy.
Oh, is he going to be the guy? Because every year in March Madness, there's a guy that takes over.
So he was the guy in those games. But I looked at the stats for the season, and like he wasn't even the best player, but it looks like he just has the ability to take over. He has like a twin brother also.
This is absolutely going to be the guy. Because you know what I mean? Like, remember Jack Golke last year for Oakland or a couple years ago?
Oh my gosh, that was so sick.
Every single year there's one dude, and he's usually a certified white boy, that just takes over all of America's heart and soul. And if Troy wins that first game, it's absolutely going to be Cooper Campbell.
Yeah, the red hair sticks out. He has a brother who like looks similar to him, who's on the team.
He's the Red Mamba.
Exactly.
Red Mamba from Troy. Oh my gosh. This we might just get Cooper Campbell jerseys for the whole squad. He's 6'1".
Let's do it.
He's 6'1". He's from Puyallup, Washington. 195, 6'1". Jeez, bro.
Yeah.
So he's a baller. So you like Troy in there. There's a lot of blue bloods this year that aren't really kind of seeded super high. I know why UNC is a little bit down, but like Kentucky is a 5 seed. Like, how are we feeling about like the blue blood programs in college basketball this year? Do you think it's going to be one of those teams, or is it going to be a team that like a Troy or like a Vandy or like a Nebraska that maybe hasn't been around for that long?
I mean the last few years, just because of the NIL situation.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's not only been the blue bloods. I forgot there was that tournament. I don't remember which year it was. UConn ended up winning it, which is a blue blood. But I mean, you had San Diego State, Creighton, and Miami in the Final Four. That was just. Oh wait, no, Florida Atlantic was in that Final Four.
It was right? FAU and Miami.
Yeah.
And then that was San Diego State as well that year.
I don't know how good USF is, but I'll tell you why to root for them.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 years ago, I've been to 2 college home stadiums. One of them is Maryland.
Yeah.
The other one is USF. When I was on a trip down in Tampa, they were
Terps.
taking on FAU. FAU is ranked. Like, this is the year after they made the Final Four, and USF they're competing with USF at the top of their division.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the game. I think it was the first sold out game in USF's history.
Wow.
And like one of the wildest environments I've ever been in. And like they ended up winning, but crazy environment. The coach of that team who like made USF like good, he passed away after that season.
Wow. Really?
So this is the second season since he passed away. So I feel like just because of that, I'm going for them, just along with the fact that I watched them live.
Yeah, that's a good reason. You know what? I'm going to go with them too. I'm going to follow in your shoes, in your footsteps.
It's just a vibe pick, exactly.
Yeah, it's all about vibes this year. That's all I'm doing this year. Will a number 1 seed win the Natty this year?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, Arizona and Michigan are the 2 teams for me that have kind of separated themselves.
So dominant. Yeah.
They're so dominant, dude. I know it's going to be a year of parity, and we're going to have a lot of upsets. I think a lot of those are going to... I don't think we have a lot of strong 3 or 4 seeds, or even 2 seeds, really. I think we're going to see a lot of strength from seeds 4 through 7, and then, of course, just the 1 seeds are very, very good this year. The 1 seed that has the hardest time, I think, getting there is probably Duke. Duke is obviously going to get, like, probably TCU, Kansas, and then maybe even like a Louisville or a UConn or a USF team. I think Duke has a tough run to the finals.
I honestly haven't had so much time to look at the bracket yet, but
yeah.
So I'm not sure who has the hardest, easiest.
Yeah, you're good, Blorp. Have you been watching the World Baseball Classic?
Of course,
dude. How about USA? Controversial call at the end of the game, but I've been saying all day, like, you only scored 1 run in that game. You got to get the bat off the shoulder, and you got to hit the ball. Not necessarily in that situation, Geraldo Perdomo, but throughout the game, DR got shut down, and it doesn't matter about the calls at the end because you guys just didn't hit the ball all game.
I mean, it's also if you watch the umpire of that game, like he was calling those the whole game. Soto, the inning before, got called out on strikes on basically an identical pitch.
Yeah, the Soto pitch was the inning before, and he did have like that slider right in that same exact spot. And, Mason Miller dropped it right off in there because he knew that the ump was giving it to him. It's been an awesome World Baseball Classic.
100%. I mean,
it's so fun.
It shows so much how much baseball has grown in the last 4 years. Because the last World Baseball Classic, like, I don't think the final got as many views as the Mexico USA game.
The only reason
it was first round game.
The first round game. Yeah. I mean, the final it was Japan and USA, so that was the game when we had Shohei Ohtani pitching to Mike Trout.
Yeah,
in the ninth inning.
But even that didn't get as many views as like a first round game this year. And
dude,
baseball's grown so much in the last years.
I was at a bar in Newport Beach for the USA Canada game, and after the game, people were chanting USA, USA. Like, people were really, really into it. It felt great. It felt great to be American.
Yeah, energy is off the charts for every game that I've watched.
It's so awesome, dude.
You even have I watched Israel, Nicaragua, and it's just you don't expect crazy fan bases out there, but a lot of Israeli fans, a lot of Nicaraguan fans. It was so loud. You just have every single game, just crazy energy.
Yeah, crazy energy. You got a bunch of pride for your country. It's just such a great recipe. It's cool though too that now, since it's every 2 years, it's going to pretty much line up with the Winter Olympics. So every 2 years, we're going to have Winter Olympics go right into World Baseball Classic, go right into March Madness. It's kind of like,
I mean, that's
kind of the best.
That's elite. Yeah.
Yeah, because
you get the World Cup. You get the World Cup every 4 years as well.
Yeah. This year's 2026 is going to go down as one of the better years for sports in general. Given the fact we had,
I mean, February is usually a terrible sports month, but this year, wasn't like that this year.
We got absolutely blessed. Blorp, you are one of our resident Ravens fans. We have another one in here, Sugo60. The state of the Ravens. How are we feeling, dog?
I feel good. We need a center. That's the biggest thing, but the Crosby thing is kind of nuts. That was such a roller coaster.
Are you over it?
There are people. I am over it, but there are people accusing the Ravens of doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
but I don't really get why they would do that. Meaning, people are oh, they did it on purpose because they realized afterwards they could get Hendrickson without giving up picks. How dumb do you think a front office is that they just didn't do research on who else they could get before making a move like that?
I even heard people saying they were salty about Linderbaum leaving, and so they wanted to screw the Raiders over. I'm like, you really think that Bisaccia is making this move just to do that? I think it was just Bisaccia got cold feet.
That's insane. I really think, it could be he got cold feet, which I don't like, but players do fail physicals. That does happen.
Yeah.
It's not common. But especially a player you're spending over $100 million on,
and
you're
2 draft
gonna want to
picks.
make sure he's right, especially coming off surgery.
Yeah, so, and giving up 2 first-round picks is something the Ravens have never done.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why you would really want to make sure his physical is good. I do think there is part of it is people do like to hate the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Which sounds like, oh, I'm a Ravens fan, I have a chip on my shoulder, people love to hate on our team, but I have seen a lot of Ravens hate, Chiefs hate, Bills hate.
Yeah.
They like to hate on the good teams. So
they do. And last year, Blorp, if you have to go, just dip whenever you want, but last year we crowned you guys the NFC North champions before the season even started. Or the AFC North champions before the season started. And this year I'm about to do it again. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, well, did the Steelers get it a little bit better this year? Are you guys winning the division this year or what?
I also crowned ourselves the division champions before the year, and I'm usually very cautious to be optimistic about my team.
Yeah.
But this year, I mean, once again, barring injuries, like I don't see how a team goes toe to toe with us.
Yeah,
but we missed winning the division because of Lamar's injuries.
Sure.
And even when he was back towards the end of the season, it was pretty apparent he wasn't healthy. He wasn't running the same way. Like we saw Huntley play in games and people were like, "Oh my gosh, he's better than Lamar. Like keep him in the games." But it was just Huntley was actually mobile. Lamar was not.
Yeah, I said a bunch of similar things about Jalen Hurts in that Eagles offense. Like it didn't seem like he wanted to run the ball. And if you have a quarterback that is like Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts that makes moves on their feet and they don't have access to like fully healthy legs, that team is not going to look the exact same because you build it around a certain strategy, and now that guy's hurt and he can't do that thing.
I mean, it didn't help the fact that Andrew Voorhees and Daniel Falele were on the offensive line, but
yeah, very, very true. I'm very, very. I'm going to put it like this. I believe the Ravens are going to win the division. I believe the Ravens are going to be very good. But for whatever reason, I cannot take my eyes off whatever is happening in Pittsburgh. I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know why they're making the moves they're making. I don't know who their quarterback is going to be. All I know is I'm keeping an eye on what's going on in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it going one of two ways. Either they just do the Pittsburgh thing and they're like much better than people think they will be. They manage to either make the playoffs or just stay out.
Yeah.
Tough defense to beat, or they finally go and tank.
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, they need to just finally go in and tank. And then they're like, well, let's take Michael Pittman. I'm like, well, what are we tanking or are we like retooling the entire offense?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't really get it. I don't know who their quarterback's going to be this year.
The quarterback thing is the biggest question for me. It's going to be very fun to see who plays.
Yeah.
We know it won't be Justin Fields. Blorp, brother, unbelievable stuff. You're going to be in the fantasy baseball group. I'm getting that set up hopefully this weekend so that we could draft maybe in 2 Sundays. Yeah, probably like 2 Sundays or something like that. But I'll keep you posted on all that, brother.
I think 2 Sundays is after the season starts, but I'm not sure.
Next Sunday then, probably.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I have one at like 3 that day, but it's not really one I care about. It's like a random ESPN, so.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll maybe do it the 22nd. Maybe this Sunday. Who knows? But I'll keep you posted on it, brother.
All right.
Great talk soon. Thanks, Blorp. Peace. Oh, sorry, Blorp. Hung up on you. He said, have a good day. He's a great dude. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Before we do that, though, let's spin this wheel. Oh. Wheel time. What did it land on first time? Best player in the NBA? And it's a good time. It's a good time to talk about the World Baseball Classic because we were just talking about it with Blorp. I'll keep this one sweet, soft and sweet and nasty, tasty and clappy. The World Baseball Classic has been so awesome that we have on the field. Yeah, thank you, Blorp. You're the man. Who knew that wrapping baseball up in the flag could ignite an entire fan base into locking in on baseball in March? Who knew that like baseball had the legs to be the most popular thing in America if you just wrapped it up in the flag? I say that, but at the same time, NFL free agency was a much bigger thing for America than the World Baseball Classic was. But everyone's locked in on baseball, and it's March, dude. That's so good for the sport. I was at a bar for the game after we won against Canada, and the whole place was chanting USA after. Women were kissing. Babies were flying through the air. It was awesome. Chicks were making out with chicks because they were so happy about USA, they turned gay. It makes me realize why baseball was at one point the biggest sport in America. It was always baseball and apple pie and America. And that's what the World Baseball Classic is. It's baseball, it's apple pie, it's America. It was a terrible call. The play to end the game against the Dominican Republic last night was a horrible, horrible call. It was bad. It shouldn't have been called. It was below the knees. I know. You only scored 1 run. You only scored 1 run, DR. It shouldn't have come down to that. I know you were going up against Paul Skeens, but you had 6 hits against Paul Skeens. You couldn't string it together. You had runners in scoring position with 1 out multiple times with Skeens on the bump, and you could not put it together. You couldn't put it together when he got out. When it was Bedard, Bender, whatever his freaking name is. When we went to the bullpen, you still couldn't manufacture enough runs. When we went to the bullpen, you couldn't manufacture any runs. Your pitching staff did great. Your defense was awesome. You played a good game of baseball. But you didn't play a better game than Team USA. My favorite part about the World Baseball Classic, specifically from someone watching as an American, is seeing all the different fans from all the different countries rooting for their heritage, for their team, for their country. It's really cool. One of the reasons America is sick is because it's a conglomerate of so many different cultures and race and people and ideologies and religions. It's a mixing pot. It was always the design of America was not to just be one color, one belief, one creed. It was to be a salad bowl. It was to be a, what's the word I'm looking for? Heterozygous? No. It was supposed to be a, not, what's the opposite of homogenous? Not homogenous. It was, homogenous is when like you can't see the different pieces. America was designed to be this way. To have different cultures, to have different people, to have different languages, to have different religions, to have different ideologies, to have different parenting techniques, to have different foods, to have different music, to have different movies, to have different songs, to have different sports. Yet we all come together to play baseball. So when something like this happens, when the World Baseball Classic happens, you get to see people repping their heritage and having something to root for because sports are the absolute best. Sports are the absolute best. I loved seeing people at church yesterday on Sunday go up to me and be like, yo, DR's going to win. I'm Dominican. I'm so pumped for the game. We're going to win. And I'm like, nah, we're going to win. That's cool that we're in the same country and we go to the same church and we stand under the same roof, yet we root for different countries in the World Baseball Classic because guess what? Who cares? It's awesome. It's awesome. It's so cool. It's one of the best parts of the game itself. And it's different than the Olympics. It's different in the Olympics. Because the Olympic sports are not baseball. It's because baseball is ingrained into us. It's part of our culture. It's part of their culture too. Baseball is such a big thing for America. Every dude I know plays Little League at some point, and a lot of women do as well. A lot of young girls play Little League as well, or play softball. The game of hitting the ball from the pitcher's hand somewhere onto the field where there's 9 players and running around 4 bases and trying to get back home, that is a game that's ingratiated into our culture, into our zygote, into who we are as human beings, as Americans, right? That's our culture. That's our blood. It's also theirs. It's the Dominicans' blood. It's Venezuelan. It's Mexico. It is Colombia. It is Puerto Rico. It is Japan. It's a worldwide game. It's a worldwide game. And it means just as much to us as it does to them, if not more to them. I'm so fired up for the World Baseball Classic. I'm so fired up for America. I'm so fired up to be a sports fan because of what we've gone through, what we get to see, and what this year has done for us, bringing us together as one. Shout out to America.